Yes, sir. Look, we're right back at it. It's been tough to avoid this one. It's a huge undertaking right now. J. Cole dropped an announcement. I just dropped a video on the announcement. It's just a precursor to this particular song. Just as a little context, the title of the song is "The Fall Off." I'm thinking the title of the album is probably "The Fall Off" as well too. I haven't verified that. If you guys know something different, man, don't drop it. Holler at me. I don't want to be incorrect, but this particular song is saying song 2 or track 2, disc 2. Again, to me that says either it's going to be a project with a bonus, or it's going to be a double album. Look, from J. Cole, it don't matter. Look, the more music, the better. That's how the J. Cole fans feel, I'm sure. Highly anticipated. You're talking about one of the greats. There are a lot of people that'll put him in the top 3 or 4 to ever do it. Hard to argue. Consistently high-level projects. The dude can go. And the cool thing about him is he's just, like I said in my last video, one of the people I consider a people's champ. So man, let's just dive right into it and see what we got. Again, the hardest thing has been to avoid it, just to not listen to it to get to this point right here. So I'm excited to dive in. Let's go. What he did do was he gave us a little write up here at the beginning, a little precursor, just to kind of wet your whistle. So let me read this to you guys. For the past 10 years, this album has been handcrafted with one intention: a personal challenge to myself to create my best work. To do on my last what I was unable to do on my first. I had no way of knowing how much time, focus, and energy it would eventually take to achieve this. But despite the countless challenges along the way, I knew in my heart I would one day get to the finish line. I owed it first and foremost to myself, and secondly, I owed it to hip-hop. The Fall Off, J. Cole. Right, before we run through it, hopefully that is not a farewell speech. Big boy, the game needs you. Let's go.
Yeah. How I see it. Yeah. Listen. I persevered through the worst. My thirst to adhere is a curse. My life, I see it in reverse. I first appeared in a hearse. The driver steered to the church. My grandkids carry the coffin to the altar as they burst into tears from their shirts. The tears rise to the sides of their face and into their eyes is piercing where hurt.
Okay. So right off the top, he comes in and he reliving his life backwards, right? You go from the hearse, his grandkids carrying the cat, from the hearse, and then the tears reverse and go back into their eyes. So right now, what he's doing is running it in rewind, right? Obviously, I'm a huge Nas fan. He did a song like this. I'm not sure where this one is going. His was kind of a scene from a day, but obviously he's running it back in reverse. Man, it's not too many cats that can pull this off. Let's go.
Fast forward 60 years, I got verse of the year. My purpose is clear as to murk whoever dare flirt with death. The best alive, and what you now hear is the work. The inspiration was rare and
I like that. So even though he taking you backwards, he fast forwarded 60 years to tell you, I'm one of the greats, right? Verse of the year, right? And so let's see if he filled in. Let's see if he filled that in. Let's see if we get the meat on the sandwich.
Spurts, but when it's there, I'm immersed. My experience of being a parent dispersed. Watching my son disappear as I stare at his birth. And he returns to the womb, wifey stomach growing greater in girth. And then declining every time we come here to the nurse. With each day that passes, I can feel my career coming first. Do I took the wedding ring?
I like that. So he takes you through the birth of his son and the doctor's visits with the wife. But then he spits, as he moved into the time before that, he could feel his career coming first, right? So he gives you that conflict of becoming the artist that he is and being a family man at the same time, right?
Ring off a finger and now I'm single, walking up the aisle backwards to an era of dirt. Falling clubs tipsy with a bitch I see clear through a skirt. The cameras be snapping, blogs be yapping, so I'm careful alert. Walking to my section, whisper right in my ear, we flirt, we part ways, I see her.
I like it. So then he taking you to his single, through his single phase. Right, I'm in the club, you know, it's chicks around, he doing his thing, right? So, and at the same time, the career is taking off, right? So that's the pre-married man fatherhood stage. He just moved us through it, right? And again, telling the whole story in reverse. Telling the whole story in reverse. You just gotta love it. You just gotta love it. Look, we bumping it back.
My section whisper right in my ear, we flirt, we part ways. I see her from a distance, she stares with a smirk. Cheers to the perks with the squad, we live for the search of new hoes. Lusty, quick to fuck me, unaware of they worth. We leave the club, drive to the show, and I swear that it's turned. It all begins with encore cheers from those wearing my merch. Fast forward through years of rehearsal, losing, winning, bank account thinning, income streams nowhere near as diverse. And though I'm blessed, I see me stressing from hearing the chirps of naysayers who only days later I don't care to convert. On cloud 9, now signed to my hero, one of the so-called kings of this rap thing that I swear to usurp.
I love it. I love it. Because J. Cole, to me, one of the most appealing things about Cole is how relatable he is. Throughout his entire career, right? So right there in that piece, we tell you, he's taking you through, hey, the stress, the grinding while I'm not getting paid like that. He even makes it back where I stop right there. He has even gotten to where he gets signed by Jay, right? And so he's signed to one of his greats, and you can see from that point the career starts to go. Right, you know, because what happens is we know so much about J. Cole's rise, then we all know that piece of the history, right? But he kind of giving you how it felt at the time to boom, I'm signed to Jay, right? And you can just imagine as a regular person, a hip hop fan, whatever, you can just imagine what the feeling must be for you to be this North Carolina kid, and you know you got it, but even the people that's supposed to be with you, they not necessarily, you know what I mean? You still got your doubters and your naysayers, which he says right there. But boom, when you sign to Rockefeller, one of the greatest in the game, come and tell you, man, I think you the real deal. You just look how that feeling must feel has to be crazy, right? It's gotta be insane to experience that. Look, we're back.
I swear to usurp. Decade later, mama cut on the cable. My motivation to be greater ends the moment I appear in a purse. I'm growing shorter, Pampers cover my hindquarters. I watch my father walk back in my life and it clears up a hurt I couldn't explain. Mama gives me my name, then hands me over to the doctor, and I watch as my spirit reverts. Then I'm no longer here on this earth.
Yeah, so the last piece, right? The last piece, he takes you through the childhood all the way back, you know, into his mother's stomach, and then actually his spirit going back up into heaven, right? Going back up into heaven. So he took you all the way from death, all the way to his birth, and touched on the phases in his life, obviously, that had the most meaning for him along the way.
I'm no longer here on this earth. That's how I see it.
And right here, you can see the things flow through the scene that were parts of his life. The mixing machine, the speakers, the basketball. We all know he's a basketball player. That was his thing at first. And it's like him staring through the window at his life. As we move through the rooms, those were the different phases. And you can see him moving through, him staring into his own life. Okay. Same thing he did on the announcement. Boy, rolling some credits. Look, you know you big time when you rolling credits at the end of your video.
Who the fuck is you? 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 Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through.
Okay.
Come view the style of the unibrow Unabomber who maneuver through the drama with the suit up.
Huh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can already see where he's going. Hey, here's what we know. Especially with some of the things that took place, the beef that he refused to participate in, people started getting funny, like, you know what I mean, just because he decided to take a different road, oh, maybe he not hard, is he? J. Cole on a mission to make sure that anybody that had anything to say has a clear understanding of exactly who he is, right there. Look, in 2 bars. The unibrow Unabomber. Hey, that one line alone, I guarantee you, is going to be a reflection of a whole lot of the songs on this album. This guy, hey, he's going to be making a point that do not get it confused, partner. I am who they said I am. Period. Look, he left you with that snippet. That's just to touch your soul, to let you know, do not get it confused. Do not get it confused. Boy, it's coming. And he's coming hard. Look, it's cold. We knew whatever it was going to be hot. It's funny because even though this was obviously elite, I think it's, again, a perfect setup because now what's happened is he has given some context to the fact that, yes, it's going to be a project that discusses the totality of his career. I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know whether it's a double CD where he takes you through the rise and then the second CD that's taking you from the top where, hey, I can't get any bigger, through the trials and what's going on with the second half of being a superstar at this level. Because again, and I said this in the announcement video, there comes a time when I don't care what you do, whether it's play ball, whatever, you can't get any bigger. And a lot of people will look at that once you get to that stage. It don't even matter if your body of work continues to be fantastic. They'll look at the back half of whatever it is, your career, whatever they consider the pinnacle is, and consider that a fall off. Right? And which in actuality, it's a great artist has always been who they've been. It's just our expectation level for this person now is so high, it's unreachable anyway. I don't care who you are, right? But hey, it's cold, man. Y'all let me know what you think. Like I say, it took everything I had not to listen to the song. So I'm sure it's a million opinions out there. Y'all let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I'd be interested to hear how, what people feel about what his direction is going to be. Is this going to be just serving the doubters, that type of project? Or is it going to be a mixture of what we normally get, which is a lot of introspective views from Cole about a number of things, himself, the state of the game, that kind of thing? How you feel? What direction do you feel he going to go in? I'm extremely excited. We got the date now. We know it's February 6th. And so, look, in between now and then, I'm hoping he drops something else. Look, drop something else, man. Breadcrumbers. Breadcrumb me, man. Breadcrumb me. Look, it's your boy. I appreciate the love in advance. Holla.